Hello dear students, welcome to physics classes. In previous video we discussed about the refraction through a prism. From that we came to know that what do you mean by prism and how the refraction takes place in the case of a prism. And also we derived one expression that gives the refractive index of a prism in terms of angle of minimum deviation and angle of a prism. Now in today's class we are going to discuss some of the natural phenomena due to the sunlight. Dear students, in our nature we observe there are so many natural phenomena, and out of that so many natural phenomena, some of the natural phenomena which occurs due to the sunlight. For example, rainbow is the one of the natural phenomena which is visible while it is raining and sunlight. Then let us see what do you mean by rainbow. Rainbow is the spectrum of sun's light in nature. Okay. See here, one term we used here, that is the spectrum. Spectrum is the set of colors in which beam of light can be separated. Then that set of colors is called as a spectrum. Dear students, we know that when we pass a white light through some optical medium, then that white light splits into its constituent colors. That means we will see here dispersion of light. See here I am considering one optical medium. This is the prism. It is one of the optical medium, and I am going to incident a white light on it. We know that white light is the mixture of different colors. When we pass this white light through this prism, this white light will split into its constituent colors. That means after splitting, we will observe there are 7 colors. Here we will observe there are 7 colors after splitting. The phenomena of splitting of this white light into its constituent color is called as a dispersion of light. This phenomena is called as a dispersion of light. Okay, and this set of colors only we call it as a spectrum. Okay. So rainbow is the spectrum of sun's light. And these 7 colors, we named it as a VIBGYOR. So here we will observe violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red colors with different wavelengths and frequencies. Okay. And this rainbow is the combined effect of dispersion, refraction and total internal reflection of sunlight by spherical droplets of rain. That means during the formation of a rainbow, we will observe there are 3 effects. They are, one is the dispersion. Dispersion is nothing but it is the splitting of white light into its constituent colors. And another one is a refraction of light. Refraction of light also we know that it is the bending of light when rays of light travels from one medium to another medium, and it also will observe total internal reflection also. Total internal reflection means suppose that if the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, then we will observe the total internal reflection. That 3 effects we will observe during the formation of a rainbow. Okay, and to observe the rainbow there is one particular condition. Now let us see what is the condition to observe the rainbow. See, to observe the rainbow, sun should be shining on the one part of the sky. So this is the one of the condition. Sun should be shining on the one of the part of the sky, and while it is raining on the opposite part of the sky, exactly on the opposite part of the sky it should be raining. And to observe the rainbow, observer must be stand with his back towards the sun, and then he can observe the rainbow like this. This is the condition to observe the rainbow. Okay, now we will see how the formation of a rainbow takes place. See here, the diagram shows that here there is a one spherical droplet of rain, and the white light which is coming from the sun will fall on the spherical droplet of rain, and when it enters inside this spherical droplet of rain, then this ray of light will undergo dispersion. We know that dispersion is nothing but a splitting of white light into its constituent colors. So this white light which is coming from the sun will undergo the dispersion of light, and this white light splits into 7 colors. But here it is shown only red and violet color. Let assume this blue colored ray is violet color, and in between these two rays there is remaining rays of light. So at the beginning we will observe the dispersion of light, and also we will observe refraction of light. See here, when this white light enters into the spherical droplet, these rays of light will undergo bending. Right, that means here refraction of light takes place. Here the red colored light has a longer wavelength. Red colored light has a longer wavelength. So the red colored light bends less. The light which has the longer wavelength, then that light will bends less. So here red color light will bends less, and this violet colored light has a shorter wavelength, and it bends more. That one you should remember. Okay, shorter the wavelength, larger the bending, and longer the wavelength, lesser the bending. Understood? And here this refracted rays of light will hit to the inner surface of the spherical droplet of the rain. When it hits to the inner surface of the spherical droplet of rain, suppose that if the angle of incidence, see here I drawn on a normal. If this angle of incidence, this is the angle of incidence for this inner surface of the spherical droplet of rain. If this angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, then this refracted ray after hitting to the inner surface of the spherical droplet undergo the total internal reflection. Here 48 degree is the critical angle for this spherical droplet of rain. If this angle of incidence is greater than this 48 degree, then this refracted ray will undergo the total internal reflection like this. And this reflected rays of light will again refracts when it comes out. See here, after reflection it will again comes out, and it will again undergo the refraction of light. Okay, and here red colored light which comes out, and it makes an angle 42 degree with the incident ray of light, and here violet light which makes an angle 40 degree with the incident ray of light. So we will observe there are 7 colors when this white light enters to, when this white light hits to the spherical droplet of droplet of rain, and when it comes out. When it comes out, we will observe the 7 colors, so that the formation of a rainbow takes place. Okay, and in the case of a rainbow, there are 2 types of rainbow. They are nothing but a primary rainbow, and another one is the secondary rainbow. This primary rainbow and the secondary rainbow takes place because of 2 spherical droplets of rain. First we will see the primary rainbow. See here there are 2 spherical droplets shown in this diagram. And this primary rainbow is a 3-step process. This is very important. It is a 3-step process. See here, what are that 3 steps? In this case, see in the first spherical droplet, this is the white light which is coming from the sun, and it enters into the spherical droplet of rain. Then this will undergo the refraction. So this is the one step. Okay. After it is hitting to the inner surface of the spherical droplet, it will reflect back. So it will undergo the reflection. This is the another step, and again it will come out with the refraction. Okay, again here refraction of light takes place. Okay, so here we will see there are three steps. One is the refraction in primary rainbow. We observe three steps. Rainbow with three steps. One is the refraction, another one is the reflection, and the third one is again when it comes out, then again this rays of light undergo the refraction. So that it is a three-step process. And here process going same what it is going on here only. Okay. See here, from first droplet of rain, the violet which reaches to the observer eyes with an angle 41 degree, and from second droplet of rain, it is a red light which reaches to the observer's eyes with an angle 43 degree. So in the case of a primary rainbow, observer sees a rainbow with red color on the top and violet color on the bottom. Okay, so that is the formation of a primary rainbow. And in the case of primary rainbow, you will not observe red color from the first spherical droplet of rain, and you will not observe violet color from the second droplet of spherical droplet of rain. So they will bend with some more angle, so it is not observable to the observer. Only he will observe violet colored light from the first spherical droplet of rain, and he will observe red color from the second spherical droplet of rain. Okay. Similarly, there is another type of a rainbow, that is a secondary rainbow. Here also it is the second rainbow also formed due to the two spherical droplets of rain. But here it is a four-step process. Which are that four-step process? See here, in a first spherical droplet of rain, you see here, in this case, this is the white light. This is the white light which is coming from the sun. And when it when it enters into the spherical droplet of rain, it will undergo refraction. Right? It will undergo refraction. That is the one step. Refraction. And that when this refracted ray will hits to the inner surface of the spherical droplet of rain, then again it will undergo the reflection of light. So we will observe another step, that is the reflection of light. After reflection, that reflected ray of light will again hit some other point inside the spherical droplet of the rain. So this is the another inner surface in which this reflected ray of light hits. Okay, so you will see reflection. After refraction, you will see reflection. After hitting here, again it will reflects like this. Again it will undergo the reflection. So third step again here reflection. And it will come out. When it come out, it will bend so that you will observe the refraction. This is the fourth step. When this reflected ray come out from this spherical droplet, it will bend so that you will observe refraction. So we can tell that secondary rainbow is the four-step process. So they are refraction, reflection, and refraction. See, in the case of a secondary rainbow, the process of formation of rainbow same like this. But see here, what will be the result? From the from the first spherical droplet of rain, it is a red color which is reaches to the observer eye with an angle 51 degree. From the second droplet of rain, it is a violet color which reaches to observer's eye with an angle 54 degree. So that we can tell in the case of a secondary rainbow, observer sees rainbow with the violet color on the bottom, violet color on the top and red color on the bottom. So that is a very important, and he will not observe violet color from the first droplet and red color from the second droplet. Understood? So that is the condition you should remember. And here secondary rainbow is reversible when compared to the primary rainbow. And the intensity of secondary rainbow is less compared to the primary rainbow also. Okay? So this is the one of the natural phenomena which will observe due to the sunlight.